Alright, quick version. Honorable mentions: New Toronto 1, New Toronto 2, Chixtape 3, Chixtape 1, Sincerely Tory, Mr. Peterson, Swavey. Obviously, a lot of great tapes out there and records. Might even go out and reach and say Memories Don't Die at some point. But still feel like I'm still 50-50 on that whole overall project. But either way, top 5. Number 5, Chixtape 2. Okay? Best Chixtape in the series. Check it out. It's all about 90s flow, but also I think it's his most creative Chixtape and just most spontaneous and subtle Chixtape out of all of them. Like it was really unpredictable the first time I listened to it, and I have yet to been feeling that from any of the other Chixtapes. You know what I mean? And plus the samples just feel correct. It just doesn't feel like it's forced and under a new title of like basically just being a rip-off version of the original song. They actually do do better than the original songs in my opinion. Not like better, but like it's different. You know what I mean? Like different, better. So just more unique, man. That's what I feel. It's the most unique Chixtape out of all of them. Number 4, Cruel Intentions. Too Short. It's a collab he did with We Did It and a group of producers from LA. That's where really he explores his Swavey sounds, which is pretty much the mixture of multiple genres fused into one. That's what Swavey's about. I fuck with it. Beginning and end, man. It's dope. Just Too Short, man. 5 tracks. I might put it in my top 3 if I had it as the 10 unofficial deluxe version that I have on my phone. Which, if you want to know what it is after the first 5, Diego, Dimelo, Ric Flair, Stuck on You, and Cruce to end it all. Trust me, you listen to it in that order, it sounds fucking dope. Number 3, Conflicts of My Soul. Tory's breakthrough project in 2013, what really got him on the map for people to work with him in the first place, which led to him working with Meek Mill, Trey the Truth, and YG, respectively, Fucking With Me, Halo, and Me and My Bitch. Plus many more features that he would do as well. And this is really how I got to know Tory. I'd never heard Conflicts of My Soul, but there was another project that also will be coming up on number 2. That was really the first project I've heard by him. But hands down though, Conflicts of My Soul, from beginning to end, is a dope album. Mixtape, my apologies. 16 tracks deep. It's like if you were living in the 1920s and you were listening to movies or sporting events through the radio. That's what it felt like. That I was like you're listening to a movie, man, with the skits and the dope transitions from one song to another. His rap skills, which really gave you that 90s feeling, that smooth, silky voice that he was doing on when he was singing, was just on top. Like, was a great experience and a great journey. Check it out. I highly tell anyone who's just recently got into Tory Lanez music. If you want to know where's a good place to backtrack and start, I would definitely say start with Conflicts of My Soul. You can't go wrong going forward from there if you want to kind of like visit his discography. That's really where you start to get to hear the best of his music, which will lead me on to number 2. Would be my number 1 if it had my version of the deluxe edition, which hasn't been made yet, but it's an unofficial version. Right now I got 17 tracks. I just recently added Say That, but in the beginning it would go after Godfather, Tiana, Dem Ones, Talk on Road, and then 40 Days and 40 Nights. To me, it just backed up really what you feel when you look at the art cover. The song, all the songs on there kind of represented the cover, right? Like, it did it justice. Tory has been really known back then to really be dope when it came to the art cover, and like the music was just great, as well as like looking at the visuals. But back to Lost Cause, I mean, I can't tell you other than if you really loved about that substantial, down to earth, like, underground, want to root for story, I mean, that's really the best tape to go to if you want to hear Tory Lanez really at his most creative. Lost Cause, hands down. You will be surprised by how well sounded he is on that tape. Hands down, ridiculous still. The original 12, fantastic, but that's definitely number 2, just because the experience wasn't long enough for me. I needed more. Like I said, if it was this 17 track that I got right here, it's number 1, hands down. But nonetheless, I move on to number 1, the true number 1, and really, it's, in my opinion, his best work to date. It's I Told You, hands down, from beginning to end. It's one of the few things I keep here in my car, alongside, a few things. But here in my it's right here in my dashboard. I keep my Bible, headlamp, a couple other things too. But it's in there. It's wrapped up, brand new. This is the second copy. I already had my first copy where I've opened and used it. I bought that the same year that it came out. So, but that album was phenomenal. And to me, it's like, just like Lost Cause, it's a holiday tradition for me to play during the winter. I remember when I first popped in the CD, I was a little late. I actually bumped it around November. I wanted to wait for the right time. It felt the right time then. Man, seeing Christmas decorations and all that as I'm listening to this was just crazy, dog. I mean, coldest album by that dude, man. And to me, it's definitely the litmus test for any project to me, because it's still, in my opinion, on top. But yeah, from beginning to end, you really are intrigued for a masterpiece, because he combines all of the best elements from his previous works, from Conflicts, even down to Sincerely Tory and all that, all the way up to Lost Cause, Cruel Intentions. From the skits like Conflicts of My Soul, to incorporating the swavy sounds like he did on Lost Cause and Cruel Intentions, to really just delivering some 90s nostalgia like he did on Chixtape 2, and definitely on some parts of Chixtape 3 as well. But you know what I mean, from beginning to end. And of course, New Toronto, with all the street bangers on there for you to listen to. So you got all in one package, basically. Bunch of multiple sounds, multiple flows and ways that he can do a song, and how really he just kills it. And he shows his ultimate reason why he's the most versatile artist in the game, and why he really is adamant on carrying through on being the best artist and the biggest artist in the world, like how he said on the intro. But there you go. That's my top 5. But yeah, I got the Target Deluxe Edition here. That shit just hits clean, man. I mean, come back to me in Honda Civic. What more can you ask? But yeah, I would definitely say those are like the 5 records, the 5 staple signature records you definitely need to know about Tory Lanez if you are just new and coming in, man. Like, y'all think you heard some dope music from him, like, you guys haven't heard this. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Anyways, this is your boy Drew Blue signing out. Y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.